point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here we go.
Here's Breida. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the sneak, it's Stanford. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. They get it to him running left. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set, lady, hey, 22. Hey, red.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to do
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Alert flare.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, you got 3.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually no one came up with it.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Ready. Hold the look. Hold. Like that.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lady. 3 down. Hey, check. Hey, tag 50 left. Ready. Go. 0.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. That'll be caught by Rice. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! 3 down, 3 down. Gun! Right there.
Now they'll try again on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tag 52. Let's go. 32.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney!
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And able to find Conley. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
got you now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, Allen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Jumbo. 32.
On first down, it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is no good. He missed it. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now it's Breida. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, 22! Set, waiting, 11.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throw left side, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Zebra! Set! 180!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Monday!
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll toss it to Breida. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set! 280! Hey, 22! Hey!
Throwing on third and long. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on first and 10. Here's Allen on first and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Freeman. He knocks him back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now it's Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Steps away to his left. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to...
A fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
85 is coming. 85 is coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes underneath to Freeman. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Set! Lady! Go here!
Eyes on 85. Eyes on 85.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford, deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. A strong running. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
No. Check, Patriot.
Allen going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Set. Waiting. Say, go here.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set. We're waiting. 21.
Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short and you can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tight end's right. 4 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got 4. You got 4. Take motion.
Gone!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Well, he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Gold to add the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Leopard! Leopard!
Single.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Check three.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0.